Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, folks. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. What a hell of a night. Here locally in upstate New York, as well as statewide and nationally. I won't go into some of the local races. I can't believe that Hochul for New York governor pulled it off. I can't even comment on that. Let's move on. This is my prediction on the left. Now, as you can see, I got my behind handed to me. And on the right, at 8 this morning on Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time, that's basically what it comes down to now. In the House races, is 218 for a majority. There's 435 members. Right now, as it currently stands, it's 172 Democrats, 200 Republican. Republicans only need 19 seats to barely get the majority. And the Democrats obviously need 46. So they're going to win the House. Better of how much. In the Senate, of course, more drama. We have 96 seats done, but there's 4 left, 48. Now, we all know, being that Kamala Harris is the vice president, she's a Democrat, 50-50 means the Democrats control the Senate. So that's a big deal. We're looking at judges being confirmed and a lot of other things, but what I wanted to get into if the Republicans took over the Senate was hearings on what went on with the Biden administration and some of the money deals and those kind of things. Some of the things that went on in the Department of Justice, how the FBI is being used as a political tool to go after Democrats' political enemies. It's a lot of unrefrigerated fish there. I do want to comment, though, on how badly, and I'm not the only one, they got their behind handed to them on the predictions. And I'll clearly state it right out here. If you can't make predictions unless you're willing to eat crow a little bit. This was kind of like a Super Bowl. And say I'm on a team that's the Vegas odds say I'll win by 21 points. It's going to be a blowout. And I win by a field goal. I still won, but it's nowhere near how much I should have won. And I'm just going to make this one comment. We'll see how things work out. And of course, the Republicans get the majority, and we'll see what they do with it. It's a little tougher. I think Kevin McCarthy is going to be the speaker. It's going to be a little tougher herding the cats, trying to get them all to vote because the majority is so slim, very much like Nancy Pelosi did. And I hate to give her kudos. I hate like hell to do it, but I do have to say, though, the Democrats stick together much better than the Republicans do. Republicans take note. Take note. There's strength in numbers. Now, you might not like the things you vote for. You might hold your nose at it. But look at the bigger picture. Look at the 10,000-foot picture and look down. But I do have to say this, though, honestly, not because I'm a conservative and a Republican. I'm a former local elected official as a Democrat, and I left the party many years ago. What concerns me more than anything? We'll say here in New York, with the disaster that's happened in New York with Hochul and Cuomo and many other states, I am so surprised that the few normal Democrats that are left and the independents didn't swing to Republicans. My understanding in some of the post-mortem is that Trump and abortion were issues that Democrats played like a fiddle. And they played it well. I'll give it to them. But I call them the cult members, city urban liberal types. No matter how crappy the economy was, no matter how many tens of millions and hundreds of millions are suffering, we can go through the list. It's endless. Gas and oil, financial, school boards approving drag queen shows and surgeries, and the list is endless. So the screw ups the Democrats had nationwide, and yet it's still this close. That tells me this, that the Democrats are dug in no matter what. And we'll see Fetterman in Pennsylvania. I'm not putting the guy down, but his brain is broken. And now we're going to have a sitting U.S. senator. They'll vote for anybody that has a D in front of their name. That's what I think makes them cult members. Should the Republicans do the same thing? No, they're a little more open-minded, and that's at a disadvantage for them. But what I'm trying to get at is everybody on both sides is so dug in. There's no real wiggle room. There's none. And I am seriously, last night was a bellwether election for me. I am convinced that this republic is hanging on the edge of a cliff. That separation is coming. Whether that comes about peacefully or not, we'll have to see. If we could see the future, we'd all be billionaires, and we would be incredibly, we'd be called prophets, we'll put it that way. Nobody can see what's coming, just like in 1858. As time ticked on, and we kicked the can down the road for slavery-free and slave states entering the Union, senators, all that balance of power. And it all blew up in 1860, and it blew up quickly. And nobody really saw it coming. Not really. Not to the extent it did. And I think that's going to happen to us. Is it going to be a shooting war? I doubt it, frankly. There might be some there might be some incidents locally, but this thing is coming to a head, and one side's going to lose, and one side's going to win. And I'm afraid if one side wins, it is the end of the United States as we know it. And if the other side wins, there's going to be separation, regional separation. We're going to have to see. After last night, I'm not just disappointed. I'm actually worried. I'm not even mad. I am worried that this whole thing, this whole republic that we've held together all these years, is going to get busted up and get flushed down the toilet. I truly believe that now. Both sides are dug in. Both sides are committed. Maybe too committed. But that's the reality we live in. I'll be 66 years old next week. I never thought in my lifetime that I would see this. That the country is on the edge of a cliff for the republic being dismantled. I don't see any other way out. I really don't. And I've never been a big secessionist type person, but I see no other way out now. I see no other way. So let's all pray for our country. And I'll just leave you with this. God bless the United States. We certainly are going to need it. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.